Thank you and welcome to Stony High School. Everyone please stand and remove their head garments as we honor our American flag. And now, your Stony Tigers. Number 1, go, Joe Davis. Number 2, Cole Kevin Lineberger. Number 5, Cole R.J. Blue. Number 23, go, Josh Marshall. Last but not least, number 32, Big Man in the middle, Peyton Slade.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. That is your starting lineups, and if you did not hear that, for Stony Point, we've got a couple new faces from the last few games. We've got Joshua Marshall and Caden Spikes, who are in the starting lineup, along with the usual RJ Claude, Joe Davis, and Devin Lineberger. For the visiting Westwood Warriors, we've got John McNair, John Cho, Sumner Holland, Luke Carpenter, and Charlie Fry. An all-senior lineup for this majority senior. Counting at least 9 seniors off the top of the roster alone. Starting things underway. 8 seconds in, first shot already. And now a dump down. Carpenter had it slapped away. Cho. Gets it to Holland. Inside to Cho. Here is Carpenter. McNair. Here's Carpenter, his three-pointer off the mark. Carpenter shooting over 40% from 3, 55% from the field overall. Davis, quick step to the tin, no good. Teams trade missed buckets right over the head of Davis. Cho is too long. Holland tries to track it down. He does. Out of bounds, though, is Luke Carpenter. This is a Westwood team that's come in winning 23 straight. Impressive season the Warriors are having. Have not lost since November 21st of last year, as Lineberger can't get it to fall. Had a good look at it, had some height down there, but can't get it to fall. Marshall guarding Holland coming up the court. Holland dumps it off, and another turnover. Still scoreless here. 2.5 minutes in, jump ball to go to the Tigers. So again, 26-2 are the Warriors. Their last loss was an overtime loss to Pearland. Again, that was November 21st, before turkey time even. This is a team that is used to winning. Had a close one last week, though, as that one out of bounds. Stays with the Tigers. Had a close one last week. It was an overtime victory, 62-56 against the Dragons. And believe it or not, as that went off of Claude's knee, still no score here, 6:22 left in the first. That was their first game, a 6-point win last week. That was within single digits. All their other 22 previous wins were by double figures. They had a couple 10-point wins around the Christmas break tournaments as Carpenter up and under, and he gets the first points about 2 minutes into this game. Stony Point 5-25, up and under for Marshall, and he gets on the board. Marshall not usually seeing this kind of minutes early on in the game. Usually come in as the 6th or 7th man. And that one tipped back out, and McNair is there for the putback of his own shot. 4-2, that one nearly stolen by Holland, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Season stats from the Warriors, graciously, I want to say donated, provided by my counterpart, Rob Jaskula. He does the broadcast for the Warriors, so thank you to Rob. Here's Cho back the other way, tracked down by Davis, and well, everyone thought that was out of bounds. Cho kind of let it go. Everyone stayed in bounds, and now just kind of a hot potato. No one wanted it. Off of spikes and out of bounds. Oliver James, who usually starts, has checked in for the first time. 5:07 left. Warriors up by 2. Holland, who averages a couple steals. Holland and McNair are their steal specialists as Carpenter goes right over Lineberger. Lineberger just did not see that. And I think the ref was just saying he got out jumped on that one. Carpenter will head to the line for the N1 with 4:51 left in the first. Luke Carpenter, again, as we mentioned, 55% from the field, 42% from 3, misses first, and he makes the free throw, 70% for the season. Putting up 15 points per game for this Warrior squad. He and McNair leading along with Holland, the only Warriors in double figures, and there's a steal by Cho. Send it back the other way. Again, all seniors in the game, and a three-pointer from Cho pushes this one up to 10-2. 4:27 left here in the first. We got a moment. Let's take a time for our sponsors. No Time for Social has been serving clients in Round Rock, Central Texas, and nationwide for over 12 years. Our digital marketing and advertising services help companies grow and maintain their presence with content and paid advertising. To learn more, visit notimeforsocial.com or email info@notimeforsocial.com. Also, thank you to Ally Medical ER. Ally Medical ER is proud to support the Stony Point Tigers this season. Open 24/7, Ally Medical is a full-service emergency room located just 5 minutes from Stony Point High School. With on-site labs, ultrasound, CT scan, and x-rays, their board-certified physicians deliver fast answers and compassionate expert care. Ally Medical ER wishes the Stony Point basketball team and fans a safe and exciting year. Go Tigers. It has been an exciting year, not necessarily the results you want if you're a Stony Point Tiger fan, but all the excitement. Of course, you had the win last time against Manor last Tuesday, had a loss against Hutto. Hutto got their lick back on the reverse as another steal here. Holland nearly throws it away to McNair. McNair, no look to Carpenter with a slam. You can feel the chemistry. You can feel it from the opening tip. Westwood, as James can't convert. McNair the rebound. You could feel the chemistry from Westwood. Again, all seniors still in. They're still with their starting lineup. It's now a couple subs make it to the table. Holland goes scoop shot up and under. It's 14-2. Again, all 5 players have stayed in, and we're at the 3:30 mark here in the first quarter. Carpenter's got 7. Cho's got 2. Excuse me, Cho has 3. McNair has 2, and Holland has 2 as well. Charlie Fry, the only one yet to score. Claude off the mark. James kicks it back out to Davis. Drives, Euro step inside. Little contact, no call, and that one's going back the other way. McNair hits Cho. 3-pointer's good. 17-2 here for the visitors. Again, you don't get to 26-2 by being a poor shooting team. They have outscored their opponents by nearly 20 points as Spikes stolen away and fouls Holland. It'll be the second foul on the Tigers, 2:34 left, and we've got our first substitutions for Westwood. Landon Valerie and Cameron Hill have checked in. Hill, a 5'9" freshman. Valerie, a 6'1" senior. In for the Tigers is Aiden Pemberton and Carter Jones. Hill will try his luck, and the 3-pointers are falling for the visitors, 20-2. Lineberger set to check in at the next dead ball. A lot of standing around for the Tigers. Davis had it slip out of his hands over to James. James going inside, and 1 for the senior. Oliver James getting his first bucket. And it's going to be the first foul on Sumner Holland. James converts a 3-point opportunity, and it is a 15-point game here, 20-5. That one's stolen by James. Played the passing lane, up and in. 5 quick points for number 10. And Holland throwing to Caleb Bringer on the Tiger bench. No one in the vicinity, so it'll be a turnover back the other way. Minute 19 left here in the first. Warriors were up 20-2, and now James tried to make it 7 points in a row. Could not hit the floater. Hill back the other way. Now trying to slow things down. Carpenter from the corner, no good. Pemberton looking to push. Kicks to Jones. His 3-pointer's way off. Marshall will get the offensive rebound. James will try his luck. No good. Lineberger's the only one in there for the Tigers. He's got a couple of Warriors around him. Did a good job boxing out. 30 seconds left here in the first. Warriors might take the last shot here unless they get a good look. Carpenter over to Valerie. Valerie creating space. Now Carpenter wide open in the corner. And he hits another three. That's his first three of 3 attempts, I believe. I'm keeping track right. Marshall to Pemberton, who's got 7 seconds left. Needs to drive or take a shot. Goes all the way. And charge. As Valerie was in there for about 2.5 seconds. Warriors will get the ball with 1.7 left. Cho and Fry will check in for Hill and Valerie. Fry loads up. That one makes it there. They said it hit something in the ceiling. Oh, and it did. There's a light shaking. If you can see the light up there. Still shaking, so a violation on the inbound will go back the other way. Now the Tigers will have 1.7 seconds left. We'll see if they go to Lineberger on a lob. Nope. Marshall flips it up and behind the backboard. End of the first, 23-7, Warriors with a 16-point advantage. We'll step aside, come back for the second quarter here on Vype. Second quarter underway and a foul right away, I believe, on Pemberton. They're going to get him with a hold. Pemberton, Lineberger, Jones, Marshall, and James into the game now. And just as I say that, ringer. We'll check in for Pemberton. I believe has blood, and we'll go to the training room to get that taken care of. Cho driving, one-handed pass and a charge as James was set in the middle of the lane. Will negate the three-pointer from Carpenter. Smart, savvy veteran play from number 10. He's got 5 points already here in the first, and they came in the span of about 30 seconds. Excuse me, back in the first, and now we're in the second. Quick first quarter. I believe there were only 2 fouls as Lineberger called for a travel. Two fouls here in the second quarter with 7:30 left. Carpenter contested three-pointer, no good. That one's off the back corner, and Carpenter taps his chest saying, my bad. He's, again, their leading scorer with 10 points. Tigers have not looked very dynamic offensively. James has really been the one with the most energy. As Lineberger fouled by Carpenter, I believe. That'll send him to the line. I'm going to say he got ball up top, but they're going to say with the other arm. there was contact. Spikes will come in for the shooter. Lineberger goes 2 for 2, 23-9. Lineberger puts up his first 2 points, and now full court press for the Tigers. Cho. Carpenter driving and kicking. Starters back in for the Warriors. Cho kicks it to Holland. Off in the corner. Here's Ringer back the other way. Off the mark, Holland back the other way. 6.5 to go. It's a very nice one-handed grab from Carpenter. Holland, McNair off the mark. Fry can't get it to convert. He's the only Warrior from the starting 5 that has not made a basket here. James, 3-point shot off the mark. Got the green light. Carpenter over to Holland. As we mentioned, Carpenter averaging 15 points, along with 5.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. And McNair can't get that one to roll. Fry, almost a flat-footed shot. McNair in amongst the trees, and he gets it to go. McNair back the other way, and Ringer is down. Now he got his feet tangled up. He'll stay in the game. 5:35 to go here in the second. And there just hasn't been much movement from anyone else without the ball as Spikes takes it inside. He had a monster game here last week against Manor. Well, he finished with 17 or 19 points. A lot of them coming in the second half, and a lot of them looking just like that, the touch around the rim. Happy feet from Cho. $14-point advantage for the Warriors. 5:07 to go before half. Marshall has it knocked out of his hands and tips it out. Wanted a call, doesn't get one. Valerie will check in for Fry, and Jace Foster will see the court tonight for the first time. Takes the place of Marshall. Holland blanketed by Davis. McNair off the mark. Valerie the rebound. McNair going right at Ringer, who's double teamed. Spikes there with the rebound, or with the steal, excuse me. Ringer comes up with it back the other way. And if you watch the offense for the Tigers, people besides the ball, now they're doing a better job here. It's been really just the person with the ball that's been kind of moving around and more isolation play. That was a lazy pass nearly stolen by Foster. Cho's three-pointer is good. Davis, wild attempt, kicks it out to Spikes. Foster, pull-up jumper, gets a friendly roll of the home confines, 28-13. 3:45. Valerie off the mark. Ringer back the other way. And a foul from Holland. Tried to poke it from behind. That'll be Holland's second. Cho will take a seat. Holland, the only player with 2 fouls. It was a quick first quarter as there were only 2 fouls. There are 4 in this quarter as Gavin Victorian and Carter Jones check in. Victorian seeing his first action. Honored last week on senior night. Here's Jones against Valerie. Had it poked away by Hill. He tries to push it the other way, blocked by Spikes. Solid defense at the rim from number 32 as Lineberger checks in. Dylan Joyner checks in as well for Westwood, the 6'7" sophomore. That's a 3-pointer from McNair. John McNair with 7 points now. And the rebound. Holland in the 3-pointer. His 3-pointer connects. We got a double foul here. I saw some contact as Lineberger throws his hands up saying, I didn't do anything. He and Joyner were getting tangled up. Joyner will take a seat. And they were battling down there. Didn't see anything nefarious, but I also just caught the tail end of it. Referees might have saw something earlier. Ball tipped out of bounds, stays with the Tigers, down 21 here before halftime. 2:27 left. Foster needs to get it in. Lineberger into Carpenter, can't get the roll. Holland forcing the issue. Carpenter nearly had the slam. Holland wide open. Can't get it to fall. Carpenter with the effort play. Gets it to Valerie. Hill's corner 3 off the mark. Tigers getting it here on the 4th attempt. Foster over to Spikes. Up and in. Again, the touch from the big man on full display these last couple home games. Again, doesn't necessarily have the size, the stature of a big man, but has all the tools. Great footwork as Holland finds Valerie. Nice dump down pass there. Always nice to be attached to a school for the entire year as Foster goes in and 1 for number 3. Foul will be on number 3. Holland picks up his 3rd. Thomas Story set to check in, the 6-foot sophomore. Will take the place of Holland, who's just looking to get an explanation. You can always appreciate staying with a school for the duration of the year. You get to see the steady improvement from these players. Players that may not have started or seen much of the court early on in the season as Davis, nice steal there, goes up, and how did he get that one to fall? Hung in the air. And we'll go to the line to convert 3-point play under a minute here in the half. Tigers also in the bonus. That'll be Hill's first. around and out. Carpenter with the rebound. Also checked in, number 15, Jackson Coven, as Davis tips that one out of bounds, takes a couple steps into the front rows. Ball finds its way to the corner, now back up to Hill. That's a deep three-pointer off the mark. Rebounded by Coven. Over to Carpenter, who's up and under. It was good for two. Offensive rebounds just decimating this Tiger defense. They are getting some stops as Bell, who recently checks in, along with Victorian. Drives, kicks. Davis creating some space off the mark. Spikes, can't come up with the rebound. Carpenter does though. Valerie. Straight up and in, under 10 seconds to go. Bell has 5, he's got 3. 2, Victorian, a deep 3 off the mark. And we'll go into half with the Warriors doubled up for the Tigers. Head to the locker room, 40-20 is our score. We'll come back with a quick recap and some sponsors in about 10 minutes. Stay tuned here on Vype.
Yeah, it is. I like how you can choose what team you want to listen to. That is awesome.
Well, I haven't seen that much. Okay, Dad. And I was like, okay. Like, hey, can you send me the one with the costume? Okay. I get it.
Got about 20 seconds to go here before the third quarter starts. Tyler also is here from the Tiger Den on this final Tuesday night district game for the Stony Point Tigers. Take a look at next week's game. The next game overall. There is no game next week for the Tigers as their season will end on the 13th against Round Rock. The whole game will be at Round Rock. And Westwood will take on Vandergrift at home this Friday at 7 o'clock. Both games at 7. We've got 16 minutes till the final here. Warriors with a 20-point advantage. Looks strong in that first quarter. Put up 20 in both quarters as Lineberger gets his shot to fall. Here's Holland. Cho. McNair, three-pointer. No good. Fry in there with the rebound. Swiped away by Lineberger. 2-on-1. Claude can't finish. Jump ball going. Oh, we got a foul actually on James. Carpenter in the corner. Gets it back, little 1-2. Fry's in there with the offensive rebound. Had it stolen away though. Tigers are gonna need to do a much better job on the offensive glass as Marshall goes in and gets fouled. Starters back in for both sides. This is a Westwood team that plays primarily their starters. Hill and Valerie, it's nearly 15 points. 15 minutes a game. Everyone else is in the upper 20s. Carpenter, McNair, Cho, and Holland. On 27-28 points, 27-28 minutes per game. It looks like Coach Hastings is looking to continue that trend as Cho, top of the key three is good. First bucket for the Warriors restores that 20-point lead. Again, this was 20-2 at one point. Lineberger can't get it to fall. Nice job backing down though. He's got the size advantage on Fry, but could not find the touch there. Cho. He's put in a solid night with 12 points. Carpenter had 12 in the first half. Finds Cho in the corner. Holland gets spikes to go. Nice backdoor cut. Carpenter tried to go for the poster. Wound up a little bit short there. Claude back the other way. 1-on-4, and he's got to bring it out. James is ran into. Cho will pick up his second. Team's second here in the third. 5:37. And Westwood outscores their opponents by nearly 20. Stony Point is outscored by about 14 points per game, giving up 63. Spikes in the corner. Lineberger down low. Has a size advantage. Step through is good. Again, Lineberger's got some great footwork. Down low, he's going to find a way to use it whenever possible. Cho. Holland. Carpenter. Holland. Three-pointer's good. A couple of threes for the Warriors here. One by Cho, now by Holland. Dump down. Lineberger. Converts. And this is a Westwood team. It's only lost 2 games. Last loss was November 21st of last year. Fry, his first 3 of the season, did not have a registered 3 on the stat sheet. And he figures, why not? He gets a standing O. And hops his way to the bench with a smile on his face. Again, I'm not saying he has not made a 3. I'm saying he does not have, he is 0.0 field goals made and 0.0 3-pointers attempted. So, first one of the season for number 10. Again, all stats provided by my counterpart at Westwood, Mr. Rob Jaskula, so thank you, sir. I'm guessing he'll be, as the playoffs shortly approach, I'm guessing he'll be following this team who is in the top 30 in the state of Texas. I'm guessing he'll be following them for a few extra weeks after their season concludes. Nice dump down, Lineberger. He's got a couple baskets this half. Up to 10 points, only Tiger in double figures. Blake Brosh checks in after that timeout. Carpenter inside with the slam. Carpenter's got a big frame, listed at 6'6". McNair. Cho, hand in his face. Off the mark. Claude fouled on the pass. McNair will get called for his first. Again, only Warrior in trouble is Holland with 3. Everyone else either has 1 or 2. Tigers have, I don't even know if they have a player with 2 fouls right now. They have 1 foul in this quarter. And I believe they only had 1 foul in the first and 1 foul in the second. That went over the head of the Brosh. He's able to track it down and stolen by Hill. Hill goes up and in for the breakaway layup. James tried to Euro step through. McNair made it difficult, and now ball thrown out. Referee giving that one to the Tigers. Got to say that's kind of fortunate. That one went right underneath the hand of James. Landon Valerie's checked in along with Joyner, who's on Lineberger. James against Holland with those 3 fouls. Dumped down to Lineberger. Goes up against Joyner and in Lineberger going to work here in the second half. Not sure why they called the whistle. And technical foul now, I believe. On Coach Hastings, it is. I gotta say, I don't agree with that. As Hastings was asking what the call was, or why the whistle was blown, and referee gave the motion that there was some talking going on. Hastings went straight back, did not say a word, and looked the other way. And the whistle drew his attention back, and he saw that he got a technical foul. Did not get an explanation either, so again, just kind of confused here on both sides. Westwood parents aren't too concerned about it, though, up by 22. Carter Jones. That one tipped out. Claude checks in for Jones. Brosh. James. Ringer, nice crossover right at the face of Joyner, who made it difficult. Hill, jumper. Don't call that a pass. I'm sure he'll call that a pass to Coven. Lead extended back up to 24 as Claude sees space, drives in the middle, foul on Joyner. Claude will go to shoot two. Davis and Foster set to check in. That's the fifth foul, so on the Warriors this quarter is first on Joyner. That's where the Tigers have led for most of the game, as Ringer will take a seat for Davis. Around and out. Tigers struggled in that game against Manor on free throws, especially in the second half, as a foul, I believe, on James. It is. That's going to be his second. And he'll take a seat. Foster will check in. Down low is Valerie, can't get it to fall. The tip by Joyner can't fall. Hill dribbles it out. And nearly stolen by Davis. Coven. And Hill will settle things down. Freshman. Size disadvantage on Lineberger, and not sure what they're going to call there. Did they said with the forearm? Got to say that not a whole lot of contact there. Hill went up with the near hand, the right hand on the left side, and got swatted. Hill converts the first. 6 points for Hill. Third foul on the Tigers. Second on Lineberger. As Hill goes 2 for 2. He's up to 7. Cole Teal, number 11 atop the key, guarding Brosh, checks in now. He's a senior as well. Again, a heavy senior team for this Westwood squad. Claude going right in against Joyner. Goes right by him for the easy 2. No starters in for Westwood, as Brosh does a good job stonewalling Joyner. Valerie threw that one out of bounds as he was kind of falling backwards. 46 seconds left is Victorian. We'll check in for Stony Point. And Brosh will take a seat. This was 40-20 at half. 17-13 now in this third quarter. Claude going all the way, blocked by Valerie. 39 seconds left in the fourth. Coven contests that one. Foster tried to create some space. Lineberger. Just kind of staying stationary, maybe holding for the last shot. Foster against Coven. Davis at 20 seconds. Goes in amongst the trees, kind of holds it like a football. Taking a couple steps before laying it in. Hills doubled with 10 seconds left. Coven down low. Here's Teal fouled from behind with 3.5 seconds left. He'll go to the line for a chance to tack on to this lead. That's Claude's first. And short on the first one is Cole Teal. So 9 of the 14 just counted short on both of them. 9 of the 14 players for the Warriors are seniors. Coven, Thomas Story, Cameron Hill, Dylan Joyner, and Sullivan Russell. We've heard a couple of those names. Are not seniors. It's Victoria looking for someone to pass this one to. Hill tips that one out of bounds. About a half second came off the clock. 1.3 remaining here in the third. Victorian gets that over to Foster. Takes one dribble, fires and misses short. We'll go to the fourth. Take a quick break here. 22-point advantage for Westwood. Start of the fourth quarter as Coach Graham, who we will say Corey Graham put in a double duty shift here, was coaching the JV. I was surprised to see him. I thought I was late actually when I saw him coaching. I realized it was just a JV squad. Before this, starters back in for Westwood. Holland, corner three is up and good. .25 advantage. Claude. Dare to shoot by McNair. Foster will miss the jumper. Lineberger's there to clean up. Caden Spike set to check in at the next dead ball. Fry. Out to Carpenter, left hand in the air. No good, tip is no good. Rebound Fry. Carpenter tried to throw it down, was knocked out of his hand and fouled in midair. I think that was on Lineberger, it was. That'll be his third. And a line change for Stony Point set to check in. Lineberger's got 14 points, 3 rebounds. Solid third quarter from him, especially. And looks like Pemberton will check in also. All 5 new players, Jones, Spikes, Marshall, Bell, and Pemberton will check in. 3 players on the court for Westwood in double figures. That matches the 3 players averaging double figures. Marshall just had it pinned against his chest. Marshall in, Ringer out. Excuse me, Ringer in, Marshall out. Carpenter's got 14, his average is 15. Holland with 11. McNair's got 7, he's approaching that line. Joe, I was gonna say, just has 12. Now overtakes Carpenter for the leading scorer on both sides. 15 for Cho. That one out of bounds. Ringer. Coach Graham saying next play. Back to action here. Bell was fouled going up after an offensive rebound. He'll go to the line for 2. Again, fresh line change for Westwood, about to check in. Hill, Joyner will check in as Thomas Story, Patrick Jang, and Sullivan Russell. All seeing their first action. A couple of them seeing their first action. Now every single player, at least everyone that's in uniform, has seen the court for Westwood. Hill dribbles through the double team, kicks it out. Here is Russell, 3-pointer, no good. Tipped out off the hand of Joyner. .445 left. Marshall hounded by Jang, who's going to pick up a foul here. Marshall will go to the line for 2. That's his first, team second. Marshall, who was in the starting lineup and had a solid first quarter with 3 points, is cooled off here, still with 3, and misses the first. Goes 1 for 2. Tigers nearly at their season average of 49 points. James back the other way and blocked from behind. I think Story got a piece of that one. Bell, though, puts it up and in. Bell had a solid senior night last week against Manor. This one throwing well over the head of Joyner. And Joyner takes a hard shoulder into the wall. You could hear that collision from up here. Kind of wincing as he comes back down the court. He's going to feel that tomorrow. Ringer driving on Story. Nice step through. And a lot of people call that a travel. It may look awkward. Awkward doesn't necessarily constitute a travel. Story over to Jang, who goes in, right hand up and in for 2. Jang's first points of the night. Up and in. Marshall with 6 points now. Jang, nice dump down to Joyner. Can't finish. Foul attempt is up and good. Cameron Bell, spin move, around and out. Joyner is going back and forth here. Nice little flow of action here. Joyner over to Hill. Three-pointer is good. Cameron Hill up to double figures now with 10. Couple substitutions for both sides now. James. Bell. Ringer in the corner, off the mark. James with the rebound, off his foot. Joyner up ahead to Jang. And Joyner nearly touched that after it was on the cylinder. Good job pulling back. Ringer thought about it. Joyner's 6'7", might need a step ladder to get over those long arms. Solid shift put in for both sets of subs here. Spikes. Kind of a wild shot there. Joyner with the rebound. Russell. Three-pointers in and 79-46. Again, nice change of pace there from Ringer. Timeout. Called by Coach Graham. Minute 46 left. Tigers are down by 31 here in the fourth. We got a moment. No Time for Social has been serving clients in Round Rock, Central Texas, and nationwide for over 12 years. Our digital marketing and advertising services help companies grow and maintain their presence with content and paid advertising. To learn more, visit notimeforsocial.com or email info@notimeforsocial.com. Quick timeout, just making substitutions. A couple more substitutions for Westwood. Jackson Coven checks in along with Cole Teal. Three-pointer from Jake LaPenta, so I guess there was a name that I missed. And Victorian. This is the layup. It goes out of bounds. Stays with the Tigers, though. Into Lineberger. Back to Claude. Minute 13. Coven to Teal. Spin move up and under. Too far under the basket. Claude back the other way. Ringer in the corner. Under a minute to go here. Lineberger trying to set up. Jones somehow finds Lineberger, who was all over Jang. Definitely had the size advantage, just had to poke that one over top of him. 79-52. Lineberger's up to 16. LaPenta steal by Carter Jones. Jones in for the slam. Rocking the basket, testing the suspension there. Jang dumps it down low, off the mark. Teal can't get it to fall. On the rebound, 10 seconds left. Jones. Victorian. Spin three off the mark. Russell takes the rebound, and that'll do it. 79-54. The Tigers close out the Tiger Den for the season with a 25-point loss to a very talented Westwood team that improves to 27-2, 14-0 in district. They've got a couple more games to go before they finish perfect. The Tigers will drop to 5-26, 4-11 on the season. Again, next game's going to be at Round Rock, 7 o'clock this Friday. Round Rock will take on Vandegrift at home this Friday at 7. So appreciate everyone sticking with us. Of course, thank our sponsors, No Time for Social and Allied Medical ER. Thank you for all your support this season. I'm Tyler Alsis. It's been a pleasure to be with you this entire basketball and football season as well. I was lucky enough to have both. And really appreciate everyone for tuning in. Again, not the type of season you want, but definitely kind of the growth you want to see as a team, especially from the young guys. This is a team with a bright future ahead. They've got some solid leaders at the helm, both football and basketball, and they've got some talent in the ranks. So hope you stay tuned for our future coverage here on Vype, here on the NFHS network, as well as we transition over to them during the playoff broadcasting. Girls is going to start next week, boys the week after, so hope you're able to catch a few games for the postseason here in Texas high school basketball. Again, Tyler also signing off for the season. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next season.
You lost marquees, your business center marquees. You're at the storage table. If your business center marquees, you're at the storage table.